Right, well, I've decided to start a video diary um, with the lead up to my total hysterectomy, the one where they've taken out everything, my ovaries and my tubes and obviously my uterus. Sorry about shake your hand, just trying to steady it. Yeah, so basically, I'm on my second Prostat injection. Had it like a day before I went on holiday, and my iron was really low, so I had to have the monitor, which is the iron, as well. But I was under the impression it was an injection. Foolish me. So I went the day before my holiday, and I think the two was too much. So on the first day of my holiday, I was really, really ill, violently ill. I can't even describe how I felt. I just felt out of it. I felt like I wasn't myself. I couldn't eat. I couldn't hardly talk. Nothing. But if we quickly rewind back to the first injection I had, the first Prozac injection, the first, say, month, there was a bit of blood spotting and what's it not, and maybe, I would say a tail end of a period. I was told that I would have hot flushes, and that was it. The nurse didn't really want to tell me too much about what was going to happen. She handed me a leaflet with tiny, tiny small print, and anyone that knows me knows that I've literally gone blind as I've got older. So it was a struggle until I got home and started to read it. But I'd already known from a friend of mine that there were some stomach pains that were to come, and trust me, the stomach pains, sometimes they feel like contractions. You think, wow, is there a baby in there? And then you remember that they would just stop your period, so it's highly unlikely. But yeah, it's similar to contractions, but not probably as severe, I would say. It's bearable. I've not taken a day off work. I've been able to manage and stuff. And knowing that it was hopefully shrinking down the fibroids, especially I think my largest one was still 6 centimeters. The last time they measured it, I don't know how they measure it, whether it's across, sideways, upwards. Someone asked me that. I said, I don't know. They just said 6 centimeters. I said, okay. Anyway, so basically, what's gonna happen is this one is supposed to shrink them further, and then they're gonna operate on the February the 7th. Hopefully, I'm praying it don't get cancelled, because the side effects of the second one seems to be a hell of a lot worse. I am burning up so much that it's waking me up constantly, can't sleep, because I'm cold, because it's winter. It's here in England, it's cold. So I put the electric blanket on, which I've always had, on the lowest setting, but now I wake up like I'm in a furnace. I turn it off, go cold, and then I keep it off, and then the hot flushes just keep waking me up, literally hourly. I feel like a newborn baby. I feel like I'm my own grandchild. I've got a grandchild, and I feel like I'm her, because I'm constantly waking up. In fact, she sleeps better than me. I don't know how I'm living and surviving, but generally I don't sleep most nights, and then obviously I have to work a full day, which is a struggle almost most of the time. I don't want it to sound negative, so I'm going to give you some positives. The positives are that obviously I don't have the heavy bleeding anymore. I don't have the embarrassment of wondering if I'm going to flood out any time, any place, anywhere. I don't have anxiety like I used to have to go anywhere, particularly spas or somewhere where there's water. I mean, I just come back from a holiday and I fully enjoyed my holiday. I had no panic attacks about something might go wrong. I might embarrass myself, might leak, all the things that we go through, us women that are going through various things, endometriosis, fibroids. There's holy, but at the moment, sorry, I'm tired, so my brain's not even functioning. It's the first video, so forgive me, because the brain's going in and out right now. But as I say, I'm thankful for my close network of friends and family that are aware of what I'm going through and have been there. I've kind of held it down, because I don't really want to be woe it's me when there's millions of us going through the same thing. But I decided to make the video because someone said to me, I was talking to one girl, and it turned out she had similar issues, and she was quite young, and she said she wishes there was more videos out there, with people talking about what they're going through, so that no one feels like they're on their own. That is the one thing, you feel like you're on your own. And when I was teaching, it was very hard to hold down a teaching job and go through what I was going through, because trust me, no one wants to flood out in the middle of a class with a bunch of 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, whatever, because you'd never live that down and you just feel the lowest of low. You can hear the emotion in my voice, because trust me, I came very close to that. And that was probably the defining moment where I thought, I can't teach anymore, because I had such a close shave. I would have been the talk of the whole school. We're talking about 1,500 children and about 90 teachers or whatever it is. And it would have been horrible, absolutely horrendous. So I literally had to get myself out of there. And I've gone back into the travel industry. I did have a little dabble in doing my own kind of business venture with someone, but it didn't kind of work out. But that's how life is, you know what I mean? It mainly didn't work out because of my health, to be honest, because I just couldn't put in what I could before in terms of energy with the whole fibroids thing. It zapped me of my iron. So I was fighting a losing battle. The doctors give me iron, but it wasn't retaining in my system because the fibroids was literally just sucking me dry. Everything they give me to help me in terms of the tiredness didn't help. On top of that, I got low blood pressure and some other health issues that I can't even bother to discuss. But I've gone from being a so-called fitness person. My former trainers will laugh if they see this, because I was a bit slack in classes. I was always breathless. I always could struggled and all that. But I knew I had other issues in terms of, even like there's this ongoing on-off heart block issue. One minute they tell me I've got enlarged heart, next minute they tell me I haven't. One minute they tell me that my rhythm of my heart isn't perfect. Next minute they say, actually, we made a mistake. So I'm really up in the air. I still love the NHS though. I don't know what it is. I can't get upset with them, because I feel like they're really struggling to do their job with very little resources. I went through it in the teaching industry. It was horrendous. You know, you have us feeding people's children. Next minute you're buying pens for people's children because the school ain't even buying that much pens. Some schools better than others, but I've worked in somewhere I went to the pound shop, bought pens and stuff to equip the kids. They didn't realise you're doing it, because every minute it's, miss, I need a pen. And you just give them a pen, but there's no debate about it. Anyway, I'm way off topic, because this is supposed to be about the whole fibroids, the injection, what's it not. So I'll get back on track. So to get back on track, I will make another diary soon, which will be a lot better than this one, because it's the first one and I'm all over the place. But I just thought, while I remember, it's Christmas Eve. Yay! Christmas tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. As I said, period free. I mean, I'm going through a temporary menopause now. That's what the injection does. It puts your body into a state of temporary menopause. So you have all the symptoms, more or less, like you're going through your menopause. So I am frequently sitting at work with a big fan next to my face like this, you know, like right there. It's too funny. It's so obvious. And I carry on like as if it's normal. And then I've got my USB fan, and I have that right here. So basically I'm literally covered all areas, but I'm sure I might even get a fan for this side if the flushes get much worse, because I don't know if anyone actually faints from these things. No one's told me this. Maybe if this video gets anywhere, I don't even know if it's going to get out there, but if it gets anywhere and there's a facility to comment, please let me know if you know of anyone who has hot flushes and has fainted. Because sometimes I feel like, I'm just going to burn and explode, and Patrick or the kids are going to find me like a black burnt out piece of ash just lying there, because I just don't know how much the body can overheat and cope with, because it's just amazing. I can't even describe it. People used to tell me about these things, and I used to think, whoa. But they used to call them night sweats, and they used to talk about the bed being wet and them having to change the sheet and all of that. I haven't had to do that. I must admit, I've been lucky. I haven't had wet sheets or anything like that. God forbid, Lord God. I don't think I could take that as well. But I've had just this unbearable heat. Mainly, this part is the worst, when your whole head is on fire. And before that, I used to think I was getting flushes, but now I've actually got them. I know the difference. So you will know when you've actually got them. There'll be no doubt. Yeah, whereas before I was like, oh, I wonder if I'm getting them. I'm not sure. But now they've been brought on artificially, because yes, we're still young, It wasn't supposed to come yet, but we had to get the injection to force the thing. Now, we know what the real thing is. And trust me, you will know when you got it. You won't have to go to the doctors for tests to check if you're going through your menopause or blah, blah, blah. You'll know. So, yeah, so basically, us sisters got to stick together, got to share information, get it all out there, get out there in the open, and make people know what we're going through. Because I'll tell you what, there's a lot of us at work struggling, because I know in my workplace alone there's two of us. Yeah, we literally keep ripping the fan from each other. And I went to her the other day, but wait, what are you doing with my fan? I was just turned to get it. Luckily she sits next to me, so it's all good because we're going for it together, but she's going for it naturally. But still, it's just still a struggle. I see her struggling all the time. So we just have to look out for each other and try and help each other. And the men, them, please be understanding, because I don't know. I think you guys go through a little something when you're older. I don't know what it is. I know you buy a sports car and tear down the road and you know, start doing mad things. But and in terms of your body, I don't know what happens to it. But with us now, we've already been through that crap. Most of us, childcare, yeah, having a baby, and that's bloody hard work, mate. I tell you, having a baby, not easy. Pushing a melon out of your what's it not? I won't even say where it comes from, you know, unless you didn't do biology or sex education. Yes, once you have a baby, that's hard enough. Having a baby is hard enough. And then you have this something to go through. There's always something. And, you know, I know I sound like I'm moaning. There's a lot of my friends still not here, you know. They've left me and gone to a better place. You know, they're with me in my heart every day, so I don't want to moan too much, but I did want to put awareness out there. So this is awareness for people going through any things that our parents never talked about. You know, my mum and her generation, boy, it's just now they're telling me, oh, I do hysterectomy and stuff like that, but they carried on like it's a big deep secret, like they used to be secretive about cancer back in the day. Someone used to die of cancer, they'd be like, yeah, I think she died of that thing. What thing? Why are we so scared to talk about medical issues? It's really much better if we talk about it. If we talk about it, the next generations coming up underneath us, they'll be very confident with what they're going through. They won't feel so anxious. The anxiety is half the battle is not knowing what you're going through and not knowing that there are people going through it with you and not having no one to talk to about it, because you feel like you're going insane. You know what I mean? So we as a people need to fix up and stop being so secretive about it. I'm not saying they must make a whole big Facebook post and show yourself flipping having a meltdown and bloody sweating to death or anything like that, but just awareness and, you know, start sharing stories with people, and you'll find that there's someone at work probably going through the exact same thing as you, or someone in your family or whatever. But yeah, we just need to share the information. So anyway, as I said, this was my first video, so no cost me. I know it's rubbish, but I tried my best, because at the end of the day, I know that there's a lack of information out there, and I wanted to get it out there. All right, so have a nice Christmas if it hasn't come already. So I don't know when I'm going to post this, and a Happy New Year 2019. I'm deliberately saying the year in case it takes me another year to put this video out there. But anyway, have a good one. Take care. Bye. See you.